righteousness is and totally perfect. This believer, according to Calvinism, is accounted precisely as if he had perfectly obeyed God and stands perfectly righteous before God. It is in just a minute. They use Ecclesiastes 7:20 for this. They use Romans chapter 3. Romans chapter 3, verse 9. And then verse 23 of that same chapter.
What then, are we Jews any better off? No, at all. But Jews and Greeks are under sin.
That's right. And then verse 23 further down.
For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
That's right. Thank you. And then 1 John chapter 1. 1 John chapter 1, verse 8 and 10.
8 through 10 or 8 and 10?
8 and 10 is what I wrote, but maybe let's see.
If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. That's number 8.
Yep, and then 10.
And 10 says, if we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us.
That's right. So again, now to the page here following this. So this is what this doctrine is ultimately the perseverance of the saints, which means because of this Calvinistic belief, once someone is a Christian, once someone is saved, there's nothing you can do to lose your salvation. Nothing at all. So you see the sins of the elect one. Rather, he sees the perfection of Jesus. Number 2, thus one does not have to be concerned with doing righteousness if he is one whom God has elected to save. So all of that, just to give the intro, that is the belief. Dig in if we ever want to study some of Calvin's teachings. He taught very clearly all his teachings stand together or fall together. Do not believe there is enough evidence for him to make these implications in this. Let's see. Sorry, we got a lot of reading, and then we'll kind of get to discussion. Number 2, to impute is to credit to a person or a cause, to credit by transferal. Calvinists believe the guilt of Adam's sin was imputed to the whole human race. Again, is also an unbiblical teaching. But if you believe that, then by logic, you must continue to believe this, which is that all are sinners by the virtue of the fact of being descendants of Adam, and all of us inherit the guilt of his sin. The remedy that Calvinists offer for imputed sin is a second imputation. The perfect life of Christ is imputed to the elect sinner. God, in viewing that individual, only sees the personal righteousness of Jesus, not the sins of the sinner. This allows the elect one to continue to sin because Christ lived a sinless life in his stead, and the innocence of Christ now clothes him. He is relieved of any responsibility for living a godly life. He does not even have